Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines, presents this presidential citation to Alexandra Eala.
Alex Eala breaks down in tears after receiving presidential citation from Marcos, a moment that stunned the nation for one unforgettable moment. Time seemed to stop inside the grand ceremonial hall of Malacanang Palace. It was the evening of July 13th, 2026, and Alex Eala stood beside President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., clutching the framed presidential citation she had just received. But before she could finish her speech, emotion overwhelmed her. Fighting back tears, the 21-year-old tennis sensation struggled to steady her voice as the entire room fell into complete silence. No one seemed to know where to look. The atmosphere was filled with pride, emotion, and admiration as the world number 28, the highest-ranked Filipino tennis player in history, paused to compose herself. Just moments earlier, Alex had smiled and admitted that she usually never gets nervous when speaking in public. Yet this honor, presented before the nation's highest officials and celebrated guests, proved to be different. It wasn't pressure that brought her to tears. It was a realization that years of sacrifice, perseverance, and dreams had led her to this extraordinary moment.
I normally do not get very nervous when I have to talk.
Tonight was different. For the first time, Alex Eala couldn't hide her emotions. "I'm nervous," she admitted softly, a rare confession from an athlete known for staying calm under the brightest lights. The cameras captured every second. Her eyes shimmered with tears. She paused to catch her breath, her voice trembling as she fought to hold back overwhelming emotion. In that powerful moment, the room fell silent, witnessing not just a champion, but a young woman deeply moved by the honor of representing her country.
Today is the exception. I am pretty nervous, so thank you.
Shocking. The Philippine president had to rewrite history for Alex Eala. Part 1. Imagine walking into your country's presidential palace. Not because you won an Olympic gold medal, not because you became a world champion, but because your country had never seen anyone accomplish what you just did. Now imagine the president looking at you, smiling, and saying, "We actually didn't have a protocol for this, so we had to make one up." That wasn't a joke. That actually happened. And the woman standing there trying to process those words wasn't a politician, a movie star, or a boxing legend. She was 21-year-old Alex Eala, the young Filipina who had just changed the history of Philippine tennis forever. Behind her stood First Lady Liza Aranita Marcos. Only a few steps away sat her proud parents, Mike and Riza Eala. Government officials filled the ceremonial hall. Television cameras captured every second. But something about the atmosphere felt different. This wasn't just another state ceremony. It felt like history was being written in real time. Because for the first time, the Philippines wasn't celebrating what an athlete had won. It was celebrating what an athlete had made possible. And that's a very different story. Only days earlier, Alex Eala had walked onto center court at Wimbledon with almost nothing to lose. Outside the Philippines, many tennis fans still viewed her as a promising young player. Inside the Philippines, millions already believed she was destined for greatness. What happened next exceeded every expectation. Standing across the net was defending Wimbledon champion Iga Swiatek, one of the greatest players of this generation. The odds heavily favored the defending champion. Most analysts expected a comfortable victory. Instead, Alex Eala produced one of the finest performances of her young career. She refused to be intimidated. She matched Swiatek shot for shot. Every rally grew louder. Every winner brought the crowd to its feet. The opening set turned into an unforgettable tiebreak. Neither player wanted to blink. Point after point. The pressure became almost unbearable. Then Eala delivered. She captured the tiebreak before dominating the second set with fearless aggression. When the final ball landed out, center court exploded. The defending champion had been eliminated, and the tennis world suddenly had a brand new headline. Alex Eala wasn't simply another talented prospect anymore. She had officially announced herself as one of the fastest rising stars in women's tennis. That victory transformed everything. News organizations across the world carried her story. Sports analysts praised her fearless style. Former professionals described her performance as one of the tournament's defining moments. But perhaps nowhere was a celebration bigger than back home. Across the Philippines, people gathered around televisions. Families watched highlights together. Children picked up tennis rackets. Social media exploded with pride. For years, Filipino fans had dreamed of seeing one of their own compete with the world's best. Now, they were watching one defeat them. And not just any player. The defending Wimbledon champion. Alex's remarkable journey didn't end there. She advanced to the fourth round. The deepest Grand Slam run ever achieved by a Filipino singles player. History had already been made. But Eala wasn't finished competing. Her next opponent was Italy's Jasmine Paolini. Another elite player. Another enormous challenge. The match quickly developed into another classic. Eala claimed the opening set. Momentum appeared to be on her side. Could she actually reach her first Grand Slam quarterfinal? The dream suddenly felt real. But champions know how to respond. Paolini raised her level. Her experience began showing. Long rallies became even longer. Every game turned into a battle. Eventually, Paolini completed the comeback. Alex Eala's unforgettable Wimbledon run had come to an end. It hurt. Everyone could see it. Yet what happened after the defeat impressed people almost as much as her victories. Instead of searching for excuses, she praised her opponent. She accepted responsibility. She thanked her supporters. And she smiled. That composure revealed something statistics never can. Great players win matches. Future champions inspire people even in defeat. Within days, the Women's Tennis Association released its updated rankings. Alex Eala climbed to world number 28, the highest ranking ever achieved by a Filipino tennis player. That number wasn't random. It represented years of sacrifice, thousands of practice sessions, endless travel, injuries, victories, heartbreak, and unwavering belief. For Alex, number 28 wasn't the destination. It was proof she was heading towards something even greater. Then came the moment nobody expected. Malacanang Palace announced that President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. wanted to personally honor Alex Eala. The invitation immediately made headlines. The Philippines has celebrated sporting heroes before. Manny Pacquiao, Olympic champions, world champions, national legends. But tennis? Never like this. Because there had never been a Filipino tennis player who reached this level. The government wasn't simply recognizing another successful athlete. It was recognizing the first athlete to create an entirely new chapter in Philippine tennis. That distinction mattered, more than most people realized. Inside the palace, President Marcos welcomed Alex with genuine excitement. Then he delivered a line that instantly became unforgettable. Smiling, he admitted, "We really didn't have a protocol for honoring someone like you. We basically created one so we could take a picture with you." Everyone laughed. But behind the humor was a remarkable truth. Governments operate through tradition. Ceremonies follow established rules. Protocols exist because similar events have happened before. This time, there were no previous examples. Nobody had ever needed a presidential ceremony for a Filipino tennis player ranked inside the world's top 30. Alex Eala had become the first. History had literally forced a country to invent something new. That may sound symbolic, but symbols matter. Because they tell future generations what's possible. The Presidential Citation itself carried extraordinary meaning. It honored Alex Eala as the first Filipino woman to achieve unprecedented success on the international professional tennis circuit. Every word had been carefully chosen. First, unprecedented. Those weren't promotional phrases. They were historical facts. For decades, Filipino athletes had inspired a nation through boxing, basketball, billiards, weightlifting, and countless other sports. Now tennis had finally joined that conversation because of one young woman. Then Alex stepped to the microphone. Many expected her to discuss Wimbledon, or rankings, or future goals. Instead, she took everyone back to childhood. She spoke about practicing every afternoon after school, about following her grandfather to the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex, about learning tennis alongside her brother. Then she shared one simple memory that immediately touched millions of Filipinos. She remembered arriving at practice wearing ruffled socks, light-up shoes, and carrying dreams far bigger than anyone could imagine. For a few moments, the cameras disappeared, the ceremony disappeared, politics disappeared. It became the story of one little girl chasing a tennis ball across public courts, without knowing that one day she would return as the greatest tennis player her country had ever produced. That was the moment many people inside the room became emotional. Not because of rankings, not because of trophies, but because everyone suddenly realized how impossible this journey once seemed. And yet, here she was, standing inside the presidential palace, holding an award that had never existed before, representing a future nobody had imagined.